in the night there, but it doesn't matter. C9 still getting dropped in the sight, and Loud.
Amy isn't the head coach anymore? No, assistant coach. They did the swap. C9 on defense, Loud on attack.
Try to fight back into that one, but
and
definitely saw here from the previous
looking like a rough start for C9. Well, kind of. 2 on defense is okay.
And overall, now you're starting to see
what are these comps?
being utilized on multiple maps going into this stage a lot here. As for maps for helping out for execs, but also at the same time really stopping the fast floods that you have potentially with the double duelist setup from like a
Viper,
right? So
Viper, Omen, Vice. Didn't G2 run this before? I think.
That Loud is bringing it here on Haven, and so
far and then we got a Sage Chamber. Like Sage Chamber's really strong at the moment, but Haven's interesting.
For a good 30 seconds of the round. At least some good damage before he escapes.
It's gonna be weird for when they switch halves, by the way. Because it's been so long since someone's played against a Sage on this map. The amount of times they're gonna think they could play off-site, but they actually can't, and the wall just instant diffuses. It's been quite a lot.
Is somebody that's just fearless on these takes. When C9 were playing Sen, it was Sen actually falling prey a little bit when they went fast. Cloud9 was able to organize quick here, but it seems like they
G2 ran it with a Yoru
before the fact, and they
ran it with a Yoru and a fade. Okay.
We'll see what they'll have to do to get a read.
The Outlaw goes out. Only 2 that can get one shot.
Loud, so they can get those rounds back in C9's favor. Oh no, we're just gonna go fast again. It isn't stopping because he's going so quick. He doesn't even realize that people could be behind him at this point.
Nice by Vic too. So they expected here that disruption from the Omen ult from Darker in.
Yeah.
The sneak around from Zelsis in the back of that B side makes things a lot more difficult, but it still gives a chance for Luke Show to start entering towards the A side. They'll now call the A side being open for Loud to be able to move in, and they'll make the audible for the plant. I don't think Luke should be exploring a little bit more than this. A little bit dangerous here.
Next. Oh, if he can get another kill, I was going to say, if he can get another kill, it makes the Hunter's Fury that much more effective if they can play off site. But now they just, I think they play forward and see how many kills they can get here.
Yeah, but I think getting the kill and falling back
it's about damage, really. This is
the res for Erdi. Where can you really go for that res now? So now
maybe the guy in the heaven can kill everyone, but
a little bit more slim.
Just wait for Sewers here, or are they going to go for Zelsis? I say Zelsis would be saying, wait for me, if anything, since we've heard the comms before. And yeah, they are going to wait fully for that leader to come up and make sure it is just a squeeze on the last few members here. Davi, though, with a chance to create the 1v1s necessary. Oh, that swing, double face from C9 to make it click. And that's going to be a 3rd round for them here in the first half.
Yeah, and it worked well. You see that Zelsis was calling for the timing once he's very close. They don't have that recon dart available for Jack, so Oxy has to sacrifice himself by sliding open and trying to figure out where the shots will be coming from. And I like that. Selfless plays from a couple of the players from Cloud9 to allow the 2 versus X to always happen in their favor, which is also something that Zelsis mentioned a couple of days ago in a conversation with Ravishing Ravish,
let's go.
The most ravishing man on the internet, saying that, you know, our protocols are a little bit off. I wish we had players a little bit more selfless. And selfless we saw there in that previous round for Cloud9. It's nice, but Loud still has a very strong opening every time here on the attack side.
We go 1, 2.
There's just a lot of confidence behind these strategies that TK will create the space, and the rest of the team can follow. Whether it be dangerous or not, they're all in on the same play, and that's the thing that matters.
They would
Again, here,
a plant
they
might
all
actually make them
that
force.
Doorway into C, might lose TK, but now there's 3 in the site. Zelsis doing his basket spam through the wall. And it is actually an insert by Fireball and a few other C9 members to make this a little weird here. Oxy pulls up a kill and gets himself a good dash to get out of the ultimate of Davi.
I like the drop smokes too, trying to leverage that in the back of the platform for little one-ways to fight with.
Damn, he tricked him.
Double bounce goes right at his feet, so Oxy tried to dodge that, but it didn't work. Paranoia keeps their opponents at bay. You're going to try to pick it up and TP away if you can here. Oh, not anymore. That's perfect here, utility from Cloud9.
Sick.
Just about 30 seconds here. Once they do get the spike, run across the map would almost be suicide if they don't know what's behind them. Could be anything from garage to grass. So the fight goes straight ahead. Davi pulls up 1.
Dude, because he didn't swing back his sight, they're not going to think he's back his sight.
That operator,
it's a strong off angle.
And it is good for C9.
Jack shit.
Hug the
Did he just recon from back of sight?
As far as possible to try and get that crossfire they have going.
Oh
no!
Oh,
it gets broken apart!
As if they won this.
And
Oh, it's a
Loud
devastating
still
round for
find
C9.
the round, inching their way into C
Dude, that
site.
shot is sickening.
Oh, that was a nice little flick, though, not going to lie, from the Headhunter pulling out to the headshot onto Vic. It's
Hey, what a round that is to steal away.
They're
eco after this, I'm pretty sure.
You kind of had no choice to play in that way because you have no information towards Garage. You have no information towards that back of that C site, so they kind of had to cover each other's backs.
He let him know where they were with the recon as well.
The recon dart came out, but it was just a little bit too late for the last two players to set up here for both Jack and Vic, and it becomes the two players of Loud to clutch it out. Beautiful from Davi and also from Luke Show. And that's Veer's first official timeout as a head coach for C9.
And it comes on the round that rears its head of something that Cloud9 knows is plaguing them. Finishing out that round.
Yeah, another one of those.
Finding the last few kills and how to secure a win that was almost surely theirs.
Yep. Now the big question
is calm button
well,
press, yeah.
With the storyline of what's been happening for the past couple of years, and especially this year when Zelsis joined here, the Cloud9 team, was a lot of work put in from both Zelsis and Coach Imi, who's been good friends for the longest of times in tactical FPS. So how
Where's
much
Imi? He's assistant coach. He might be at the back.
Actually instill here onto Veer, take it into this role. But thankfully here, Veer was also a coach for Fireball Ups in the past as well for Nightblood Gaming and Challengers. So when it comes down to understanding the strongest
maybe he's just straight up remote
across the board that we currently see here from Fireball Ups, from Vic, and also
victory
from
sip
Jack,
after the timeout. Feels like he's done
a
good
lot against these three guys and with these guys. Then of course they know what Veer brings to the table as well.
Yeah. So Fireball, he's feeling it. 9-6. Like, I remember this. I remember this. We'll see if they can get a few more though.
This guy's techie with it. Why is he adding an extra bounce onto everything?
Stopping a home run hit, but meanwhile we've seen a little bit of pressure
keeping them on their toes.
Cloud9 into the A choke point, and that's already taken down by a spam through a smoke. It's only an eco that we have from Cloud9 though. Timeout's going to be for the next round, which we haven't really seen an op really come out for Cloud9 on the defensive side. And for me, to be honest, if I see here C9 with these roles and Veer as a head coach, I really want to start seeing as a chamber.
Oh dear, do they have the trap play going in their favor? It doesn't work out too well. They were more aware of it because of Fireball's push. And yeah, Luke Show was also aware of that after they took the trademark down. A nice job by Loud to read what was happening and able to execute on that, quickly taking out C9.
Wait, what's the admin getting involved with?
Okay, and the op also goes in out to Oxy as well, because as I mentioned, if it's going to be an op and more in the hands of Fireball Ops, more chamber I would have liked. But Oxy also steady hands that you definitely trust an operator with.
Thornuk, thank you so much.
I think they saw us.
How we say this? Was it tier 1? Appreciate the 3 months.
Oopsies.
Or sound.
Yeah, it's
maybe.
Normal stuff. Trying to go
tier
for
1,
a little bit
bro.
of a trap play like you did in the front of that B
side,
but this time to no avail.
Big buy round after
the
timeout.
See maybe a little bit of a change of aggression in terms of the op line.
They don't really change too much. More of a stronghold. I'm pretty sure the wall wasn't here originally.
Hold the off angle here against Luke Show.
Bit of a push down mid. They're reconsidering it.
Okay,
Oxy
nice.
gets the first shot. C9
the smoke in reaction.
with that defensive
Wait,
start.
which smoke are we
a
going
few
for,
more
mate?
rounds. I'm sure we're going to feel pretty comfortable here to execute this new aggressive kind of play style they have on the attack
They
side.
looked at the
So they need
movements.
these
No, they'd
ones
like to
finish
go
up
here
the
after
first
that.
half.
Beautiful opener from Oxy to start off from brick side to scale back towards the A main to try to get the op kill, because you'll definitely see that first.
Oh.
The TP though, it's a TP.
Oh, it's nice.
Okay, spread the damage a bit.
Yeah, it's good.
Well,
that was
Luke
sick.
Show's gonna get re-healed, but it's Erde that's now down to 70.
Too bad it's not the old days where you could have just burned the body off the map.
True.
The Vice Wall goes up, is Loud again. Tempts their hand at B. Oh, almost a reset there from Vic, but the clean control
Jack, you
from
gotta get
Darker
that
gets
kill,
the
mate.
Phantom kill to go for 2. And Oxy slows that play down as the spike gets planted.
Still have a stronghold for C9 for the retake. You have a pit. Also a big ult from the Steel Garden that's going to force some players back. Davi, though, is able to hold that for a bit. Backside's hitting behind Gong. I think this is perfect from Erde right now. Very hard for C9 to know where the last players are going to be at.
Actually, just playing slide sentry out here, knowing Zelsis would maybe get a play off of that. Very selfless there.
Wait, that's nice from Oxy going all the way around. I'm impressed that they won that fair play.
Shot, and C9
a lovely little 2v3 from them.
Pick up another round.
It's very smart from Oxy. They also played like so well together.
C9 to say, hey, they
Oxy distracts mid, send it through garage, and then on top of this one, he's kind of aware that he's taking the timing over towards garage as well earlier. Wait, was it from garage or was it C-Luck? It was C-Luck, right? Because he hit the wall.
He did inside of that Omen smoke should have caught Oxy
no, killed him on sight.
And Oxy was very quick into this one. 9 HP remaining after that duel.
That was impressive.
C9's closing a gap on their defense, but Loud is still in the lead now by 2, and they also have the
Sova or Neon ult.
side.
Could keep it super simple.
TP in the back of spawn before to try to
They're
force some
dodging
early
the Sova or
rotates.
Neon ult.
Be a nice little look if you decide to do that right now, because look at the forward position that you currently have now from Zelsis and Oxy.
Mate, why is C defaulting and getting a Sage? A Sage orb.
The operator as well.
I'd be very impressed if they got 5 more orbs on their Sage to get a red zone.
They are close to just over the shoulder for these trades. You can see Vic also approaching here, and Oxy gets one. An operator in the window. They're going to try to probably squeeze on this, but he gets the ult. Yeah,
surely he's done enough.
A quick kill there. Not sure if that op gets picked up right away. We do see Luke Show with one, and his ult just on the horizon. Fireball. Oh, just the ears.
Ooh.
Oh my God, Iride's able to reset and get that one.
Two Jills at the same time. Trace doesn't know what to
trying
do.
to put on each other.
Wait, fair play. Trace is locked in. He's actually done pretty good.
And this little insert by Luke Show is found by Jack.
Big 1v2.
This is a nice little Valorant round. I like
he
what
held
I saw
the guy, he was the planter. Oh yeah, he held to see if he crossed back left side, so he knew he'd lucked back a sight. You're right, you're right.
Great shooting. That's something that already talked about as well in his interviews, that they have such a good rosters of young fraggers.
Yeah,
very
but now
nice. Hit
so
some nice
does
shots in this one.
C9.
A lot of proactive movement from everybody, trying to play in the mind of their opponent, and everybody's executing on little plays. It's really fun to watch.
Is he timing out for the last round?
Jeez.
Yeah, that stun was perfect onto Darker as well. That flick from Fireball onto TKZ was very beautiful too.
Sage has fallen.
Chuck Dart.
Becoming the Sova. There's no way I could ever be. I just press that button all day. How do you put someone in a room with a big red button that glows? It's just, it'd be like, you really want one? No, sorry, I just pressed it. But a timeout here does come in for Loud as a few rounds.
You only have 2 of those, man. You get instantly fired.
You're like, you're still hitting the button. You're out of timeout.
But yeah, we're definitely trying to get value out of these ults that I was mentioning
last
before.
round timeout. I really saw it.
As
saw it in the game before.
1 pip away of getting his. This is another one of those opportunities to disrupt the rotations from Darker's TP earlier on. Try to get the easy plant by breaking out a little bit of the rotation areas or opportunities.
Do you think EG stand a chance against MIBR? It's like
really play on site.
The problem is I haven't seen MIBR.
But from this time, it also
from some of the results I'm seeing, it's like a 65-35.
Darker starting things off here at the window side, as well as Luke Show looking to potentially peek the A main line with the Dota Foss.
Ooh. Another mid push, maybe? I mean, Oxy has that op, so they're going to go that much further. Is it a drop smoke? Oof. Yeah, it looks like they just try to protect him for a garage peek here.
Well, that's the main thing, too. He jumped TP to try to spot for that aggressive push. So
fair play, man. They got the res.
Understand the early positioning from the side of Cloud9. So they already spotted where the operator was at. And now with the pit going in towards the A site and a drone coming in towards garage, so that's 3 players kind of accounted for. But they would assume here that you're not going to try to re-peek into the mid line because of that first jump spot from Darker.
No,
so
I'll go Badash.
Found the op. That's actually great information for Loud. And they're trying to circumvent that range and get right in the face of Oxy through garage. Good utility coming from Fireball to help slow that and protect the C site for maybe an exit. They don't let him out. Loud is so aggressive on this. They still fight Jack through that. Even in the concussed mode, Tikazine gets another frag from
Palmer on him the whole time.
With the help from
good info. Don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that's a great start for Loud in this round. And
remember,
already went for the plant. They section out one of the rotates, preventing from C9 from floating back in from 2 different angles. And they also have an
go
ult
into
to
your
work
break
with,
one.
So now you could just play post plant wherever you want.
Fireball trying to draw fights from behind, but nobody is biting on these. Still kind of has squeezed through the rest of the wall. Ooh, his close aggression is taken out. They have a chance to get some room in sight now, but the Kingpin Luke show still coming out of the garage if anything too scary happens.
Here we go.
Already gets one for himself, and it's just being such a distraction. Wait, and it goes through. They're too worried about the other fights.
They all played off the side against smokes. They had one guy that was on site that had to deal with all the crossfires.
What just happened there?
Committing behind the Sage wall as well, but the Sage wall didn't leak out far enough.
And all of them wanted to play off-site to just try to play for spam and res bait, maybe something like that, but that a big mistake by Loud.
5v3, you have res.
The fight in the game.
Still lost.
As it's a 6-6 going into the second half.
Yes! Come on! Well, all even going into the second half of Haven. Don't go anywhere.
Teams making the same mistake this many years. Yeah, but the problem is it's just because there's like roster changes and stuff and map changes. It's always gonna happen. And in the moment, it's so hard to just remember everything. Like back in the day, a lot easier, man. You didn't get too many changes. These days, meta change, map change. Players are changing more often. So they are just repeating the same mistakes, but it's just a lot of the time it's just so much that goes into getting drilled that it's hard to get everything in a small amount of time.
Of this team, can you enlighten us for stuff you have done to help this team out in such a momentous occasion?
I went on /r Reddit leadership to learn leadership qualities, taking feedback from the public. So hopefully those changes are implemented very nicely this week.
Can you talk about something you learned from r/leadership?
No.
Okay. That's important. You keep trade secrets.
Secrets.
Best of luck.
Zero and 11 in pistols. 0 and 11 in pistols. Wait, who is C9 0 and 11 in pistols? What?
Oh, what have they been working on is the question as we get into the second half here of VCT Americas. It is C9 versus Loud. And Cloud9.
I'm not even mad about that. I'm impressed. That's insane.
That timeout, tried to surge back. Still C9 finding those
no
last
way.
reads you see on the scoreboard. A few of them are retakes, so they are able to follow through on the protocols they're coming in with. And now they go to the attack side, though, Vance. Is the Vice going to play out for them as they wish?
I think it's more for Loud as well with this Sage pick. So
mate, when they win their first pistol, they're going to go crazy.
Very annoying to deal with at the start. Erde is already holding a close range, and there you go.
It's interesting comp for C9.
Now he hears so many shots. Look at the rotate. Look at the push as well.
Dude, the whole thing's kind of weird. I would say the C9 comp should be very good against the Loud comp. Loud have a comp that you want to like save the wall retake. Not that they buy the wall and pistol, by the way. A little questionable. Not that's Elias here.
But a late lurk.
C9 have double VIP comp. So you get one of these alive into a site, you should win. After
shots right here is Loud.
What the hell?
Light up the kill feed and C9 answer right back. Hang on. TKZine still alive. Has to source out the last two players, and that's going to be Fireball on that lurk.
Very nice.
It does come up big for the team. Played it calm, cool, and collected. C9
yeah, I saw the wall long at the end.
Yeah, as Luke Show had a couple of nice little flicks on the first half. This time it's Fireball ups as well.
They go crazy?
Dead to rights. Usually rotating back on that side. You don't expect anybody to walk down towards grass, and like that, he's still clearing towards grass on that angle and had to flick for that kill. Oh, a nice little second one through the Viper Orb by Jack. So clean shots on the pistol round.
The crowd.
What a day.
Should make things a lot easier.
All right, where do they go next?
Means a lot for them too, right? It's their first VCT pistol round win.
Absolutely.
What an absolute shot that is.
And maybe their first VCT eco.
Quickly deflated. Just popped that idea image over his head. They're still slowly moving up, though. They're taking the space, but it's not definitive. Now they're just kind of stuck in this chokehold, hoping to not be peaked. Vic should make it out, though. They're going to reconsider this and head towards the other side.
It's a great call. There's only one player towards this A site right now. And he only has a classic to work with. That's Davi. And I like from C9, currently right now, we're just playing super quiet.
If he gets one with a classic,
so that Oxy could actually slide in for some information and also a rifle to just go straight up for a duel. But the more time that
guys, don't you dare stop planning about checking short.
What a timing to peek him. Sees one more. A little bit of a headshot there. Oh, Zalsis. Oh! Outlaw's given over on that one, but it should be Guardian picked up by Vic here. A safe play.
Oh.
Should be.
Oh, no. 6 bullets.
Why?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why does it get so intense when you're trying to fight a neon in a doorway? There it is.
Okay,
clean
relatively
from
cleanish.
the rest of C9. They were made to run around for the kills, but they were happy to get those all
couple of moments.
And that's the thing, when it comes down to C9 with slow plays and
Never
moving
worried
into
on
the
this,
site, realizing that it's open, there's still a window for them to communicate with each other. So understanding here that very early in the round, Fireball's felt in the hands of Luke Show.
Love it.
Then they know that the gap is there towards spawn, that the wall is not going to be useful here. The Vice wall's already been deactivated, so Zelsis watches that flank, so able to get a nice collat from that.
Hey, Jordan, you got the collat. It's not us. I got the collat.
Well, vibes are good.
Yeah, it does seem. And Fireball, pretty hyped too. Adding a lot of that energy into the squad. That's good to see from a younger player who feels like they have a voice.
That's why you talked about. He just wants to get the dubs right now for Zelsis and also for Imi.
Couldn't change anything.
So all he wants to do is win. He'll put his hours in outside of watching Vons or whatnot to just keep his aim on point. Keep watching Nats as well and how he plays as a sentry role and affects his own play style. And look at now, Darker setting up for the retake with the rest of their team. A paranoia that from this angle is only going to hit now one player in the back of the site.
Yeah, they chose that left side as they were coming through, but they can't get the high lows under control just yet, and C9 wreaks havoc with that elevation game inside B. Hello, Fireball. Another lurk here. I mean, if he's trying to focus on the Nats game, he definitely has the timing.
Yep.
And it is going to wreak havoc here for the rest of the members of Loud trying to come in. Nice map control here.
I think
for
Loud
C9
need a timeout.
And that's what we wanted to see a little bit more from Fireball as well, right?
Here,
so that's the trust that Veer has into
C9
a
have
player
a
like
VIP
Fireball.
comp. If they get the spike down, they should just be winning. Every single time they save that smoke, it's in a choke point. So hard to retake.
Now brings a little
Same
bit
thing
more
with
into this matchup.
Vice Fons.
Also able to call the bingo call. So even if he only gets one pick, enough information for the rest of the team to turn around for the fight.
The mini-map just lights up.
Which is why it's also surprising too that Loud, when we're looking at the paranoia thrown by Darker, focusing more on the A side link, the rest of the team was actually rotating towards the C side to flood with. So I guess they were expecting maybe those guys to be blinded, use the...
If I had a gun, that's a triple spray down.
Yeah, so I was trying to say here, just a different look that we had from Loud that maybe guessed one angle for the Paranoia and hoping to flood at the right spots, but unfortunately that missing gave really a chance for C9 to convert their bonus round and to force here Romanilli to call his last timeout of this map.
This one, dude, Louder in trouble.
Round really
Whose
helping
map
here.
was
The
this
fact
again?
that they got 6 on the defensive side. Remember I mentioned before, they start defense on every map here. C9 coming in with that, not brand new leadership, but a swap of leadership from assistant to coach role for Veer. So it's nice to almost be able to sit back and really see, kind of in a baseball term, the first few pitches of the other team. What's the style they want to play? How will you receive them? And then Cloud9 actually executed the aggression we are not normally seeing from them. So that was really cool that they also had a plan in this defensive start.
Yeah.
Wait, that clip is crazy,
as well with this double
I'll wait for
really
next round.
Figure out
That's
how
awesome.
they could start funneling the players towards Luke Show. Because right now, early with the Sage, yeah, you're walling up towards the C side. You can maybe wall up towards sewers, anything here to just really try to funnel towards where the stack could be. Right now, let's stay a little bit quiet because it's an eco round that we have. Luxio has that rifle to work with that he saved from the previous round. It allows for them to score the first blood, but C9's already activating inside the A site.
Zellsis knows there's aggression there. Great cleanup as they quickly insert themselves very deep. Looks like Loud thought they had a moment to reset.
It wasn't the buy round.
Defense. They already lost their residence. And now it looks like it's going to be.
I don't know on this one. I think it looks very hard. I think because they can't let him get over towards the site, you might have to see like really early Sage Wars.
Might have a chance to do some damage to Fireball ups.
Favor him. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a nice try on this one.
Indeed.
Yeah, that is some damage.
Like maybe they need to go A, set up the...
Even under pressure, you love to see those shots from anybody.
Set up the chamber, but at the same time have a Sage Wall over towards short or something, so if he gets pushed off, it's okay.
Yeah, and we just saw here a nice little entry for the side of C9, but what will be interesting is what
you do like a double bait, have the trip behind the Sage Wall, then have the chamber hold long. Because they break the wall and they don't realize the trip's there.
It's also with
yeah, dude, he's just going to struggle too much here. I think you got to put a Sage Wall into this.
And then trying to
like this, and then have the trip like at the top, so you'd have to go to the top to find it.
Back to the old death ball. Let's see how they're calming it as Cloud9 goes into this round.
Maybe the trip needs to go deeper in the corner. They got to be muted.
Come on, close right, guys.
No charges. Shadows traveling.
Pretty sure there was more comms than that.
Yes.
Not checking
I was going to be like, wow, they really modified the comms. This is stoic.
Had a few, but you saw the idea, just really walk down and explode. So trying to do the old school, walk down towards the Viper wall, try to surprise the op that could potentially take the sewers control.
Absolutely.
And then just explode once you have the space. So that's very nice for Cloud9. That forces the last two players from Loud
I feel like
to
the
save
coach
their
is going to be
weapons.
wishing he didn't do the timeout for the last round.
Disrespect the op line
on
and
attack.
disrespect what Luxio could really do here in terms of damage for the side
They
of
really
Loud.
need to help him out. I don't think you can save the Sage Wall like this. Like I get their whole plan normally when they play with the Sage is to on the retake they fight, they like do long wall here. Here they would do long wall.
It's one of the biggest things when you're playing FPS at the highest
they got to
level
use the wall early, or if they're not using the wall early, they got to delay on A because these retakes become doable because of the wall. Yet the one side that the wall isn't in any use is A. I feel like their theories are so off.
Yeah, there is.
They also need to adapt. Play against a VIP comp, you got to use it for info somewhere.
11-6 now. The battle of the ultimates for these last few rounds and see how they can get it going.
Wait, my guy's used all his timeouts. How's he got another one?
And it's gonna be a tech pause.
I was gonna say.
Not tech pauses. Easy game for JK. I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, this is still a nice little look for Cloud9 and the first opener for Coach Veer slotting in there as Romanilli.
It's a VIP comp. I call VIP comps a comp that has like if an agent gets over towards a site
the composition that's new
in an afterplant, you win. So Vice with double thorns, or in this case when you have smokes, Viper with Viper
Alpha
smoke.
going to capitalize for a few on the attack side, but they haven't really found too much value on siphoning their opponents into,
They've got two.
Luxio.
And you're VIP because obviously if you survive and get over towards
Taking
the
a
site,
lot of the
you win.
round for Zellsis to use the information and figure out where a good place for Fireball to really insert himself once the round goes on. And there's been the rounds where you see Fireball halfway
Sliggy,
across
help,
the map,
I need
but
Force
he's
on
still
Energy,
there on
God
play
Smoke
because
on
C9
Lotus
is
C
taking
site
that
for
time to
post
fully
plant.
understand
Is
the
it best
win
to
condition,
smoke
which sometimes
or
can
should you
fall away.
smoke
And I think
on
played
near
a little
site
bit
pillar?
Previously, when we see those moments,
It's
like,
all about
there are a few
C
kills
site.
from the round in the 2v4. Wait a minute,
Wait, let
how'd
me
that
draw
happen?
C site.
The two just
This is the
beat
little
four.
jump
But
up.
yeah, they're really
This
setting
is
up,
the
so that's
corner.
no longer a problem
This is
for the
the
squad.
nope. Let's make it longer.
And this death ball.
This is the pillar.
Yeah.
This is back of sight. This is short. This is the little box
And
guy.
it's also nice
You
to
ask him
see,
where to smoke here. You
change for
smoke like
C9
this
when
so
they
that you
pick
can
this
hold
map, or they
water.
played against, Sentinels.
You
They
make
won
this
the 13-11
headshot
against
pause.
them by playing
Yeah.
Fireball ups on a
So that
Phoenix,
it's
so they played like
triple.
a Whaley Phoenix and still tried to take advantage of the way of playing this
This
double
is
duelist,
mound,
right?
whatever.
Against,
Mound and
like,
door.
I guess
This is Mount here.
Right now of the double
You
comps.
smoke here
so
so that you have triple crossfire.
Into this matchup here with that Sage.
Does this make sense?
We talked about before. How do you really slow down? Like
I don't know what pillar you're talking about. Like this is the pillar here, but you are kind of smoking for the pillar, but you make this the hard choke
a lot
here.
Across all the regions of the VCTs.
Once they go past this line, triple crossfire, and then you force them to go down the lane that is for some reason like 3 times the size of what it normally is.
C9 to approach the rounds a little bit more slowly to try to leverage the Viper G2 wall over on that A side as well. So now you're forced to use a lot of util at the forefront from your Silva, which then means you have a lot less to work with for retakes and whatnot too when your Sentis are getting run over as well. So
one way on the box.
Have to really rethink that.
You never smoke yourself off though.
Romanilli went for that timeout quite early in that second half to try to see how they could adapt a little bit more to their defensive rounds. And maybe why it was, for me, a little bit preemptive for him to call the timeout in the last round of the first half when they seem to be pretty comfortable already. Despite it going back and forth, it's still nice the openings that we're showing here for Loud to get the plants down on the sites.
And we are just getting a comms issue sorted out here, so...
Oh, that was the actual issue? Did we... Maybe that was a full listener.
Heard in the previous one, we only got little snippets there, so we're getting that sorted as well. And it's kind of interesting that we have...
Why did NRG use Godsmoke then? Wait, what are you calling Godsmoke?
Neither of them play Phoenix. It's not like one team has Phoenix here, but both teams are actually trying to figure out agent compositions that work for themselves where they aren't running the agent. Almost everybody is.
Yeah. And I think that's why as well the C9 pick. It's a similar look to what Lau was doing with the
you talking
right? That's also, if I'm not mistaken,
if this is the corner where you would plant for Mound, you talking on the corner?
It's the same,
like the one that you do sometimes to block vision of these guys?
On the sides, you could throw it across maps too if you want to. You could also do the same thing from Jack with a recon dart over from the A site to C. So as you're combining a little bit of that, it also slows down the tempo.
The problem with that smoke is it blocks off Mound.
Although you saw some very nice entries still from TKZ.
If they're going heavy over towards site,
on their attack site,
you don't have this one. But it's good for if they go heavy lane. It's kind of situational, but at the moment everyone goes heavy site. So that's why this is in matter.
On shoot is that they are definitively hitting
on the floor though. They do it on the floor.
Deters them from going after that strat, which is really cool. Unless they kind of get hit with a vice wall or a sage wall or something on the other side, which they
so you can see over it. Do they do it a little lower? But the ramp would make you see over it.
TK might go down, but the space is there, and we need to spread out into the site.
Surely.
There's confidence in that.
I feel like I need
to
see it.
And a lot of teams would just be kind of dumbfounded if you were strong enough to just keep doing that. And I love it for Loud because they're so good at following up on what TKZ does, and he usually is getting the opening kill anyway, so why stop doing it?
That's definitely a change of pace as well in terms of, I don't think necessarily firepower when you're listening to what earlier was mentioned before into the changes of Davi and TKZ coming into the mix. You're replacing Verdi and Kawatzin going into stage 2.
I mean, it's strong if teams go down towards lane.
Those two players are always very good for Loud. But he kind of needed a, or the team rather needed a...
Are they doing it because you still get a crossfire? I mean, if you play on Mound, right,
like
maybe
TKZ,
it's better.
Who's been on the top of the charts from the LATAM region in the first place, but also
this is a heavy choke anyway.
Played
you can just swing off of this guy's contacts. Honestly, it might be better.
Different experience from LATAM challengers to also the EMEA challengers to bring in new looks as well to help the calling and preparation from Herde to Bati. And to Romanilli to really set things up right now for Loud into the stage. And
don't do that.
So no, we let him pee. Oh, we're doomed.
Oh no.
Well, yeah. So just to return to that, it gives them a chance to really get their blood flowing in terms of new looks, new aspects, fresh looks into the maps. Which is why, again, maybe unorthodox to see a Sage coming back onto this map, but overall, something that they wanted to try to work out. To see what they were trying to cook, to see if it could actually come out as a clean dish here, a delicious dish for a victory on their side. But so far, it's more on Veer and C9's debut. That should instill a lot of confidence for his side too. If C9's able to close out this first map, for him to take the role as a head coach for the first time and to finally get one map out of one. Under the belt, I think that's a lot of confidence.
Chat, look at this. This is cool. Where is this? In a game today, 1v1, we go 1, we are 1. Check out LaRock, and then check out Loiter, 1v1. Fake celebration like he's sticking it. Make him peek. I mean, pretty much that. I'm not sure it would have mattered. Not sure anyone did this, but that's kind of cool. The fake celebration like he's sticking it.
Which is why when he was talking to Liz, like one of the main reasons why he was brought on as assistant coach to C9 was a lot of the ante, because he puts a lot of work into studying.
Isn't that unsportsmanlike? Nah, it's fine.
His opponents. Now he gets that.
It's unsportsmanlike if you start throwing stuff
Absolutely.
over it. Then
now he gets to
you can
focus on
fake
kind of the
celebrate.
macro and knowing what teams will do. I feel like when you're anteing, you kind of get to hope they do that, but when you get to focus on the macro, you're like, okay, now I get to fully work around that anteing everything I saw, which is really nice. So cool stuff to see there. Oh, we did see one of the players step off for a bit of a break, so we're gonna go ahead and give you a bit of a break, a hydration break per se. Before the match went live, C9 were keeping the vibes up, so we're gonna take a listen, see what that was all about.
Francis. I need one. What should I do today?
It's absolutely unsportsmanlike. It's like one step away from just waving your hands at your opponents. Bro, you can do that. Mate, if they're looking at you instead of the screen,
Jordan,
that's on them.
go ahead and keep calling, Jordan.
Jordan, keep calling. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thanks, guys. No, really. Thank you.
Let me just so we don't get wrecked. We'll try to save the VOD, but I reckon instead. Long games today. Can you throw it? No, you can't throw stuff at them. That's when it gets weird. You have to have a line. The line is throwing anything at them, obviously. You can wave about and stuff to distract them. Mate, if they're literally looking over at you like that and they get distracted, that's for sure on you. The line is doing anything to intentionally distract your opponents? Nah, man. I would be putting smiley faces in chat as well. I think that's fine. In all chat? Yeah, in all chat. Anything like that goes. What's the score? Dude, I can't even remember now. 11-7? Something like this. 10-6? Kind of close. Imagine you're in a clutch and your fifth screen gets covered in copy pastas. That's funny. You gotta, when you're at LAN, I feel like certain things fly. Dude, why do I feel like this is gonna be a long tech pause, man? We're so doomed today. Help sewers? Yeah, that kind of stuff, not so much. The coach can't get involved. Pacific's opening with a banger. Wait, what's the Pacific game tomorrow?
Are back here, VCT Americas, to jump back into game shortly. Currently
people are moving about a little bit.
Pause going
good
on
sign.
Here between Fireball and Zelsis. Very cute. Love it. Great. That's team camaraderie right there. Bringing back the old school.
Feels good to have all the smiles across from Cloud9 as well, who has been desperate desperately searching for a victory here.
Yeah.
Since the call up from Jack, since the plus minuses of players to players, most recently being Vic. I know a lot of people are talking about like maybe
The smoke
Mitch
here.
and
Yeah,
Vanity,
the problem with
but
the smoke
a lot
here
of
is-
players also forgot about Rooney, the plus and minus Rooney.
Yeah.
that
Can
we
you
had for
see on
the
top of
IGLs
sight?
in the past for Cloud9.
Not Jack.
I feel like I need to see it.
Yeah.
It might be better than the smoke people are doing.
So many.
They might be
Sounds
ahead
like
of them.
ready checks are going in for this. Right now, it's been 5 rounds in the second half for Cloud9 as they got onto the attack side. I think one of the things that Loud kind of suffered was holding those sites in their previous match and being able to control
Let's
it.
see it here. I'll check it out.
So Cloud9 definitely taking control of it right now.
Yeah, you need your big
Install the
guys
game and
to
check
really
it,
land
bro.
some
The
good
game's
shots because your
installed,
rounds
but
are
it's
getting
not up to
expensive,
date.
right? The second time now that you're bringing out an
He like
Odin,
half got
thankfully
me.
you have a free dildo falls from the ult from Luke Show, but you really need to get value out of the investment that you're putting
What
in.
is
Because if
this?
not,
Forms
C9's going to be
fake?
a comfortable spot to close out the first
Where
map
did
with
the
the
other
broken
forms
bind
go?
for the last for
Damn, we
Loud.
got a line up in spawn
And
that
a
goes
nice
to
timing
spawn.
by Oxy
We got a
to
line
open
up in
things
our
up and
spawn that
catch
goes
you
to
early
the
off guard.
their spawn, basically.
Oh,
Great
but
shot.
not catching
Great shots,
Luke
man.
Show off guard. What a snapback to grab 2 and slow
know what
the
Doc has
strategy
done.
right down. The Fireball's still on the lurk. You see how much they're still considering that as well as the spike gets planted here. His timing could be impeccable.
Here we go.
The Sixth Sense. Oh, he didn't catch the eye.
Oh, that's huge,
What
though.
a great look for the flash there. Gets one still inside the site.
It's
Almost
unlucky,
gets
man.
another turn.
Gotta do
Man,
it all.
it's a pleasure to watch Luke Show, but they still get the best of him on this round. 12-6 now as
A6.
C9 go for match point here on Haven.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Fireball Ups to throw that Bloom onto the ground, but also trying to waste his time a little in there. I love the heads-up reaction from Lucia to go back into the site to support the team there instead.
Yeah.
But good here as well, as despite a tech pause, there was no really indication that C9 were looking to slow things down as how dominant they were in this first half, already fast gearing Oxy into a C line
Big rounds.
to catch that early position.
Mate, they're just C spamming.
As I've mentioned here, a difficult look here for the last round potentially. A lot of them on half armor, but this is going to do some value. That's a ping on 2.
Good
ping on
damage.
4, actually killing one of them.
And that's the go button, Vance.
Keep an eye on this push on
On
middle.
the other side of the site, they're able to disperse Darker right out. In the plant again here. Fireball again on the lurk. They'll be looking for that, but they don't know that Luke Show's actually got the long C look this time, and somebody's going to back up into that. Oh no, they're actually going to hold the right side of the site. Erday finds Fireball on this. Luke Show's still quiet as a mouse, trying to get in. Another one almost gets the back box. I mean, we know it's the toughest
It's
shot
still fine,
to hit.
right? Just
They got res 2 though for Erday,
Just
so
res.
this could be a quick 3 versus 1.
Just
The
secure
wall
the
is going to
round
be
res.
annoying to deal with.
Not enough ammo, didn't clear it right away. Solidifies. Sight on the spike. Fast lane's there. It looks like Loud's
Wall's
going to be
still
able to
up.
keep themselves alive for just one more round. That's going to be the spike, but that's going to be the kill. Taken to half.
kinda close
The
on
defuse
this.
comes through, and Loud stays alive.
Good on Loud 2 on the post plan to identify the late lurk again from Fireball Up, so they kept one person at bay towards that B
name
line
the
to just fight him at that spot.
2025
And then for the
Furia
rest, yeah,
team.
they
Not a
had
chance,
to go for
bro.
the res. They used some big ults too to convert for that round. Utilizing 2 big ones here. That's the res and the Hunter's Fury on top of that. Once we move into the next round, they're going to be far away from getting the next cycle of big ults up in their favor. The only thing they have now is the From the
Big
Shadows
fan.
from Barker.
Yeah.
All I know is
C9
basic
has
wasn't
so
there.
many
Yeah, pretty
advantages
much.
with those ults just to take the game. You're going to Oxy crash into the site, steal it with fire, steal all their arsenal with Fireball. This is Loud needing to play separated for this.
Wee, big miss.
That would have been a big start. Another miss
He
there.
gets all the
Lucio
chances
just
here.
trying
Molly
to
on his
catch
head.
the shoulder of somebody as he's now forced into a very tight spot. And he's actually just outside of it.
Could still move back in and TP if he goes for a pick.
Keeps the operator back in a rendezvous. They're actually just going to try to force this one in, cause as much chaos as possible.
I mean, it
DK's in there.
should.
What a find from Darker to start him off just outside the pit. 3 members of Cloud9
Insta
still
defuse
trying to skirt
with the
about.
wall up.
They're going to get
That's pit
Zelsis
down.
out of the fight. Pit
Okay,
is
this is what I'm
down,
talking
and
about. When
Loud
the wall
knows
goes down like
exactly
here,
where to look as they
bruh,
get
this
defused
play
that
was mad,
situation.
by the way.
Darker has been a little
Yeah, I
bit
had no
quiet
idea
throughout
about
this
the
whole
TP,
game,
yeah.
but had 2 crucial, make that even 3.
I feel like
On
as
the
soon
retake
as
on that B site,
C9
finding that
send
gap
it over
behind
towards
the
A, though,
Viper's
it's
pit.
just done.
It was a bad start too from when
appreciate
you looked at it from the point of view of Loud. They were trying to deny the planner being Vic. And as he had Lucio move in, he got stunned by his teammate by Tikazine and really couldn't come in to try to go for the denial. But thankfully here, Darker Again, with the gap that he found towards Rabbit is able to mow 3 of them down, including the pit. They saw the wall available here for Ernie into the round. So what you're currently seeing as well is that Ernie doesn't have to.
I think I maybe would get 3 out of those 5 if I really thought hard about it.
An idea to try to push down that line and reactivate right away from Cloud9.
They're really banking on that operator opener. Again, pushed out of the site. Great detection from the sonar bolt that Oxy falls. Jack answers.
25 HP, got to kill one.
Timid in the site now as they try to get to the right spot, keep themselves alive. Great sourcing by C9 to find the last member.
Did you see hits a strong man? As soon as that Viper smoke goes down on spawn, you got the phones after as well. No one can fast fly, just locked in.
But now doesn't have numbers to help him for the retake.
Tough.
Wait.
That's 1, that's 2, and all they have to do is take down Davi here. That's going to be the shot. Jack
Jesus.
with the hat trick to end the
outside.
first map of Haven. Cloud9's pick.